Hello again. For the first time.
Hello for the first time again.
Sepulveda Boulevard.
Sepulveda Boulevard, as we said previously, but we should probably just say it all again. The longest and oldest street in Los Angeles.
Yep. Used as a footpath by the native peoples of this area long before expeditions and conquistadors and missionaries and settlements, etc., etc. But like, hey, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Hi, Kiri. Hi. Yeah, Roadtrip, cheeky healer.
See, this feels more like the real thing.
Flava's here. Hi, hi.
So we're on Sepulveda Boulevard. This is the intersection of Sepulveda and Devonshire. Devonshire is one of the big streets that cuts east-west through the valley.
We're just cruising Sepulveda Boulevard. It's the longest road in Los Angeles.
Taken in total, it's
42 point something. 42.6.
43 was the number I had in my head, rounded up, I guess. 43 miles north to south, and there is a little break. You explain.
Yeah. So in 2018, the neighborhood of Manhattan Beach, which although it sounds not Californian, is decided that they would rather name their section of Sepulveda Boulevard Pacific Coast Highway to reinforce the coastal nature of their town.
As if beach didn't do that enough.
Right. But that does actually give us a nice turnaround point. So we will not be taking the entire road down through Los Angeles, but it's a really nice little drive. Like, it takes you through a lot of weird different areas. Again, this is the San Fernando Valley, which is very heavily residential, and then on these main streets, very heavily strip mall-y. So we've got these...
As this little blue sign says, we're leaving Mission Hills. We're now entering North Hills,
which is weird because it's south of Mission.
Hills. Now the Mission is north. There is a San Fernando Mission in San Fernando on San Fernando Mission Street, but North Hills is south of that and not really that close.
You don't really need to care about that, chat.
What you should do is get out a map.
Yeah,
properly
follow along.
Enjoy this street.
Hey, Punk Fiend. Hey, Axelrod. Good to see ya. Enjoy.
There probably is like some kind of technology where you can do like a GPS.
Totally, like
dot and have people like follow along where we are.
Sure. We don't have that technology. And it's fine.
Sepulveda and now Plummer. And this is super dense. There is Sepulveda Junior High. Francisco Sepulveda Junior High.
Francisco Javier Sepulveda.
It's a super dense area. There are a number of hotels and motels that you can see here.
Even some Holiday Inns.
Looks lovely. All we need to say about these motels is that they tend to charge for shorter stays.
What are we getting into? Punk Fiend, we are just driving through Los Angeles. That's what we're getting into.
Just a drive.
We're literally just driving Sepulveda Boulevard to show the various... It's like a good... it's a good way to show the different faces of Los Angeles. Because it starts up here in the San Fernando Valley, which is a very,
less economically favored.
There you go.
Region of town.
This is where we live, folks. Not this exact town, but like we live in the San Fernando Valley because
few miles over.
We are not. This is the income level we're at. I love it. There's a good little culture in the San Fernando Valley. Obviously, on the main drag here, Sepulveda Boulevard, which parallels, by the way, a major freeway. Just to the right of us is the 405. which is the major north-south thoroughfare through Los Angeles, which most people will be complaining about. Hey, Clipper, good old Sepulveda. You recognize this?
You have traversed this many times.
Blast from the past. I did see the Very Handsome Billy crew is getting together their 4th annual meetup in Los Angeles this October. Are you going to be heading to that, Clipper?
Ooh.
You don't need to like commit right now, but
commit right now.
nah, it's all good. Yeah, living wage, let's go. Not sure you'll be able, but maybe they're a few months off. You can make it happen. Wow, these sunglasses do not show purple text. Hi, K-pop. Good to see you. Yeah, a little tour, basically. I mean, like,
La Jungla nightclub.
what's so interesting when people come visit in Los Angeles is like the idea people have in their head of LA is very limited to, I mean, you'd think for a city where like a lot of mass media is produced, that there would be a lot of representations of Los Angeles.
And I'm telling you, watch Turbo, the animated
Turbo,
movie.
the racing snail, does the best job.
It's a kids movie that came out after you were kids. You did not see it, and it was not good. But it does do a good job of visually depicting this area of Los Angeles.
Have you been keeping count? Is this our 63rd car dealership? Maybe.
We're on Roscoe now. Yeah, Sepulveda has a big car dealership chunk.
Lots of that. Which way to the La Brea Bakery? There are several La Brea Bakery.
Yeah, La Brea Bakery is like in a bunch of different like grocery stores. And,
they're around.
So I imagine there's a bakery on La Brea and then probably a couple other spots elsewhere throughout the city.
So we can count Sweet James billboards.
Ooh, now that's fun.
There we go.
Also, we got a Jacoby and Myers, just like a LA shiesty lawyers billboard score
What
count.
percentage of our billboards are personal injury attorneys?
Also, are we allowed to say shiesty? I don't know what it means,
I don't
but
think so. I think we can just
said
say
it and it felt
personal.
weird. Felt bad, so
you decided to call a bunch of attention to it by by ruminating.
Yeah, because then you're saying, hey, I'm not using this in a way that is meant to be derogatory. It just occurred to me saying it like
But it might be.
that alarm bell that I've trained myself to have for those words that like got ingrained a long time ago, and then you're
like to visit the art museums of Los Angeles. I would love to as well. My thing is, I'm really like unsure, and all it would take is me asking, but like what a lot of these places' policies are on live streaming from inside.
We did get kicked out of Romans yesterday.
We didn't get kicked out, but we got asked to stop stream.
We got perp walked, handcuffed.
I do not appreciate your take on this.
No, they were very sweet. They're lovely people. I love Romans very much.
The thing is, a lot of places they have the idea that they want to protect their customers' privacy. I totally understand that. They're like, we don't want to get people on camera. But I try to be really careful about not getting people on camera, either having the camera facing me or having it facing like directly a bookshelf or something. I never want to push back when someone's like, we want to protect people's privacy. I'm like, absolutely, you got it.
When it's facing you though, they can't see.
They don't know that it's facing me. Yeah.
Looks.
I've definitely had a thing where like I was in, I think, Joker Party Supply.
Right.
And I had the cameras facing me. I'm talking to the camera and she's like not wanting to walk around me because it looks like she's going to be right in the camera. So I get it. Oh, the problem is that I'm mindful, says Clipper, that other streamers are not. And I can't, maybe if what it is like I cover the camera on the outside and then I only have it self-facing.
I did see online the other day an ad for a thing. It's like a camera that you wear like a necklace.
Right.
And so it just goes around your chest and then you're not like holding.
Agreed.
I don't know what that looks like. The video that they showed I wasn't crazy in love with, but it did make me think that there must be other options more subtle than holding out like a phone on like a giant extra arm thing that clearly says, hello.
Yeah.
I am creating content.
We be filming. Yeah.
Content creator coming. Apartment building.
Very
Apartment building.
demure.
Apartment building.
Very
Apartment
demure.
building. Apartment building.
Lots of apartment buildings.
Very dense. Very
So everyone will
dense
talk about how
combination.
this used to be orchards.
This used to be orchards.
This used to be...
And then it used to be where we did drag races.
Yeah.
Those are the two things that old people say.
Old people say that. But yeah, it's definitely...
It did used to be orchards.
It's all commercial now.
Is that a Sweet James?
Sweet James, is it?
No.
I don't see
I don't know what that one over there.
Oh, we've won a lot.
We've won a lot.
I tell you, these...
That's a very defensive brag.
Look, okay, we've won a lot.
You don't think
of
we've
cases.
won? You don't think we've won a lot? Oh, there's the Liquid Zoo.
Here, I'll turn around and get the Liquid Zoo. This is a, I can't zoom in on it there, but that storefront you see
When I
is a
first
diviest of dive bars.
When I first moved to Los Angeles and I was doing comedy every single night of the week for many hours and as many sets as I could cram in, the Liquid Zoo was one of the places, that's like the place you would end your night, because I lived either in Ventura or in Van Nuys, not that far from here. And
not that far from where Clipper used to live. Clipper and I were probably neighbors for like a couple of years and we didn't even know it.
they did late night open mics, and so that was like the last stop. And it's also like the last stop metaphorically. It was a bad place. I walked out with my friend Bobby Mate one time, and the guy just took a knife and just poked it right into his tummy. He said, "What are you doing?" And we went right back inside. And it was just like a very...
Yikes.
Yeah. It was exciting. And not in a good way. And it's a sloppy, gross place. And yet, as they say, somehow it pleases us to remember even this.
Doesn't please me to remember that.
It pleases me to remember it. It would not please me to go back to it.
There you go.
It would not please me to make that my life again, but it pleases me to have those weird memories, as dingy and stinky as they may be. It is a little stinky. Apartment. There's a lot of people there.
Lots of apartment buildings.
Oh, there's a Jacoby and Myers.
Weird memories are good memories. I'll add the caveat, if you survive them. It doesn't need to be caveated though. Like if you didn't survive them, that's not a memory, is it? Ryoki, your vehicle make is the same as yours, and now the stream feels more cozy for you. Yay! Subaru!
Subaru.
Here we go.
Oh, Riley is over there.
Lots and lots and lots of apartment buildings and condos. You thought LA would be more glamorous. You are thinking, so this is the north end, Kimma. This is what we locally call the Valley. So if you've ever heard the term Valley Girls, like, oh my God, like totally for sure. They're talking about the San Fernando Valley. And the Valley is the Valley is like a suburb of Los Angeles, specifically lower income, traditionally much higher, I would say much more diverse of a population. Buy house, buy Clipper. Riverside is a good area to go. Sure, it's a lot further east out there. It's a lot more inland, so it's a little more distant, I would say, from everything. But people do like Riverside. Oh, Clipper went to college in Riverside. Yeah, I would say Inland Empire has never particularly appealed to me. But look, if you're coming from Wyoming or whatever, maybe it sounds glamorous. I don't know. I think
Orange County sounds very nice.
Orange County sounds lovely.
It's a whole county full of orange. It's lovely.
Here's this cute little strip mall here. It's got the little facade of a European village. Your donut shop, your pho shop. Memories. Yes. If any of you want to do the Clipper Fury tour, this is the donut shop and the pho shop. that you need to go to.
Hydrate yourself.
I am getting over a sickness. Oh, I do love Sam Wu Barbecue. Sam Wu Barbecue's got good stuff.
Magnum Motorsports. Very tough sign.
Another accident attorney billboard. Have we seen any?
Berg and Brock.
Have we seen any billboards that have not been personal injury or accident attorneys? I don't think we have.
Well, because the thing is, you distract everyone with all of the billboards, and then they get into car accidents, and then the first thing they see is your face, Sweet James, smiling over them, and they're like, "Oh no, I need to call Sweet James."
Oh, we're making Clipper emotional. Is this your Wendy's Clipper?
Chef's Toys, open to the public.
I love Chef's Toys.
Maybe we should do a stream from Chef's Toys sometime.
Chef's Toys is great.
I like when places say open to the public, because then you're like, all right, you probably have stuff worth checking out.
Clipper, your fat burger.
People are going to get a fine selection of LA fast food restaurants. I don't know what, restaurants are in your neighborhood. Obviously, pretty much everybody's got a McDonald's, a Wendy's, a Burger King. But the El Pollo Locos, the Fat Burgers, the Wiener
Clipper worked
Schnitzels.
in the Sherman Oaks Galleria office park. We're going to pass it, probably.
We will pass that.
Awesome.
Going back to the people saying that they thought it would be more glamorous. We're headed toward the more glamorous
Yeah, don't
part.
you worry. We're going to take
We
you
can see
through
it ahead.
slightly more glamorous area.
But also, I would say
We
that
got a Five Guys, Kimma.
anytime you have a place that is super glamorous, you will find generally that it is surrounded by areas that are extremely less glamorous.
Ooh, Flavor all. There we go. Yeah, you see those hills up ahead? The ones that are alive with the sound of music.
Crossing Oxnard Street.
Once we go up into those hills, we will be in a much fancier area of Los Angeles, Kimma. So if you're like, no
Yep.
Tim Hortons at every corner, what is this nonsense?
We're officially in Sherman Oaks, and I think you can already start to see the change.
A little bit. It's still definitely valley. Like, we've got food trucks. San Fernando Valley, one of the earliest food truck cultures that really kind of started cropping up, and boy howdy,
They have birria.
they're everywhere.
That's a
Oh, we
very,
love birria nowadays.
It's a very LA thing, but
It's not. Yeah.
It's a
It's a
Mexican thing that is very
very
big in
trendy
LA.
thing in
It's-
LA right now, I'd say.
I don't know if that's a thing that's popular elsewhere.
Taco trucks make the best Mexican food, says Axelrod. There we go. Yeah, more birria. Birria.
Birria.
It's a lot of R's. Trendier than avocado. Avocado is transcended trend, I believe. I think avocado is, it's like a plant, so it's hard to be like,
They're also just so good.
yeah,
And pretty good
they're
for
delicious. They're fantastic.
They're so good that I put up with how finicky they are.
How short-lived they are on your
short-lived and
countertop.
I put up with the fact that I will occasionally have to bury some avocados uneaten, just for the fact that sometimes I do get.
Here is a pawn shop, everybody. Ooh, yes, very exciting.
On ramp to the 405. Oh,
Burbank
okay.
Boulevard, which is another
We may do a Burbank Boulevard stream sometime.
one of these days. Denny's. Did you say Lenny's? No, I did not. Is that where you saw Andy Dick?
I think it is. I think it is
Alright.
that Denny's. Wow.
Look at us. There is no place like Tim Hortons. I believe it.
I did see Andy Dick out of, if not that Denny's, the one a little bit further up Sepulveda. And he came out and he said, "What time is it?" Told him what time it is.
Well, good for you. You solved the problem for
And
him.
then he asked where like a hotel was, and I did not know the answer.
Clippers ended many a night at that Denny's. That's what 24 hours will do you for.
There are not that many 24-hour options in Los Angeles.
Richie's has never had an avocado.
Oh, no!
Well, I mean, you're in the UK, so
Man, that's
I bet
tough.
it's hard. I bet it's hard to get that.
Because, like, where would you be able to grow avocados nearby enough that you could get them to the UK quick enough, and then I'm sure that would be cost prohibitive. Ah, Richie. Dang.
Fatburger went from Coke to Pepsi. I didn't hear that. I don't follow Coke versus Pepsi that much. But I did just recently learn that like Fatburger was like a black woman owned restaurant. Like she started it. And like as far as like black owned franchises go, I mean I don't think it is any longer owned by her,
It's
but
probably
like
owned by,
she
like,
maintained
a
ownership
board.
of like the original one for a really long time, and it was really cool. I was like, oh, let's go Fatburger.
There's the Sherman Oaks Galleria parking over this way.
Yeah, we're getting a little fancier. Some of the buildings are getting a little nicer, a little taller.
Yeah, this is the Comerica Bank building, which, for better or worse, is one of the more distinctive buildings in the valley. It's not like special or interesting, it's just tall. And I recognize the top of it.
Bye, Flava. Good luck on
P.F.
the
Chang's.
garage sale setup.
Morgan & Morgan, Los Angeles.
I can't point it over there. There's a new mini golf place near Sherman Oaks Gallery. Your dad would take. Oh, a mini. I didn't see the.
Oh,
new.
I know the.
Yeah. We drove past it. I
Did we
probably
drive
didn't.
past the castle?
Yeah, Kingdom, whatever.
I didn't. I was
Yeah, we were.
probably looking at cars and trying not to hit them. So I
Don't
missed
hit the
castle, but-
cars.
Yeah, I like the castle. That was my second favorite batting cage in Los Angeles until they plowed over my favorite one. And so now I guess the castle is my favorite.
So this is about where if you turn right here, you can merge onto the 405 North. And most serious commuters will do that, but we are very unserious.
I don't think we're commuting. I think we're at work.
This is us.
I think we got to the office. Which, hey, that's nice.
Now we get to the fancier homes in the hills. Exactly. Carpool karaoke. Oh, man.
Yeah, so these restaurants now all of a sudden are not like fast food chains, but slow food. What's the opposite of a chain?
Vampies, yes, we
Standalones.
are in Cali. We're in, I always say Los Angeles, and the reason is, exemplified here because we're from the Valley, which is not what people think of when they think of Los Angeles, but it's definitely in the Los Angeles metro area. Like, there's no other city that makes more sense for me to say where I'm from. I'm originally from Ventura County, which is north of Los Angeles County, and Mr. Sharp is originally from Santa Barbara County, even further north, and then raised in Colorado, and then went to college all over the place.
I was born very far west, and I've had a slow eastward migration, and then I wisely came to my senses and returned back to the coast of my ancestors.
Bye, K-pop. Yeah, I would call it SoCal. But if you say SoCal encompasses like San Diego, Orange County, Riverside, and for all of those, I'm much, much closer to Los Angeles.
So I would probably, we are in SoCal, but I would say that we're in Los Angeles if I were talking to someone.
Yeah.
Because if I were to say we're in SoCal, that kind of implies like outside of Los Angeles or in a city that people would be less familiar with, and so you're just kind of generalizing.
SoCal is south of the valley. I would even say, like when I lived in Ventura, California, or Ojai, California, I would still consider that Southern California.
I would consider Ventura
I consider
Southern California.
SoCal to be Southern California. I take it at its word. and Northern
Santa Barbara is still Southern California.
Northern California would be like the Bay Area, and there's a big stretch north of, like, people consider San Francisco like Northern California, but there's a lot further north of it.
Yeah, look at a map, and you'll see we are very far south still, and like San Francisco is actually fairly close to the middle-ish. Like, it is more northern, but then we're very long, and people just don't talk about that, like, upper half of the state unless they're talking about its particular industry.
Yes, Richie, it's getting pretty out there. This is
yes, these are very nice
fancy
homes.
topiaries, fancy homes,
Well
lovely
shaded
vegetation.
by beautiful thick trees.
Yes. They'll sometimes defy the laws of physics to build their mansions on the sides of hilltops, which is always fascinating to see.
We've delivered many balloon sculptures to homes out here, driving their tiny little narrow side streets and...
Sod the houses, I'm looking at the foliage. Sorry about that, Richie. Sorry about that terrible reading. No, but yes, it is. Look, Southern California is gorgeous all year long. We don't get a ton of rain, so green is always very appreciated here. That's why evergreens are fantastic. Green all year round. Thank you.
So we passed Ventura Boulevard, and so where are we at now? What is this?
Well, I would say it's like the south end of Encino, and like maybe like...
Yes, you have no thing on that.
You've heard worse attempts at British accents? Nice. Not the worst.
Hey, this is my British accent!
Okay. It's looking very Pacific Northwesty in that area. I mean, don't let them fool you. It's definitely dry. Like, look at all this, where there's grass, it's all yellow. Like,
I'm from jolly old England, y'all.
Oh boy. We don't keep a lot Southern England, yeah?
That's
we don't...
South.
Haven't got much rain on the north side. Yeah, exactly. Don't let them fool you or light a match. Exactly. That's when we're the difference becomes stark. But it is. I mean, look. I love California. I love the.
So we're climbing into. So the street is Royal Hills. I would think this is starting to be what's thought of as the Hollywood Hills, but like that encompasses a pretty huge, pretty nebulous amount of territory.
Kimma, it's yellow because it doesn't get water. From what I understand, plants
views coming up right up here.
Plants need water to maintain greenery, and it is in a land of drought and a shortage of water. Very bad idea to overly water.
We're coming up to what is referred to,
sure, yeah,
by some, or at least by Dana Gould, as the Mulholland View Shelf, which is kind of the part of the hills where you can see on both sides, both the valley and the what people would think of as Los Angeles, like the fancy people. We're gonna cross that in like
I
a
probably can't
here.
show you too many views out the driver's side because of Mr. Sharp. It's okay.
I'll be here and you do what you can.
I'll do what I can do, but I'm not gonna reach across you with a gimbal.
Well,
hey, we're in a tunnel.
Hopefully the signal holds.
Yes, Curia, the fancy people.
And just like that, we're going downhill again.
Well, we'll do a few.
We come to the Skirble.
We'll do a little bit of up and down all this.
Yeah, but that's more.
Skirble Center is a Jewish cultural center. They have a very fantastic art museum. We went to
Marie Sendak.
Yeah, Marie Sendak exhibit there with young Sharp. It was very nice.
Currently, if you saw the signs, they have a Jack Kirby exhibit. Or is it here or is it coming? I think it's here.
Clipper says, also keep in mind this is the least amount of traffic LA has ever had, and Liz is shocked at how empty the streets are. Let me remind you, it is 2 in the afternoon on a weekday.
Yeah, we're right.
Our way back home will be gross. One thing I love about what I do for a living is I usually drive on weekends, and the traffic is not nearly as bad, or at least it's pretty spread out. It's not like everyone's trying to get south into Los Angeles in the morning and then north out of Los Angeles in the afternoon. Give it 45 more minutes for sure. Look, we're definitely pushing it. As it approaches 3 p.m., the traffic will get worse and worse. I fully anticipate that. So do enjoy. This is a lovely little view.
There's the 405 right there.
Yeah.
When traffic is
freeway.
bad, this is oftentimes a race between the people on the frontage of the street and the people on the 405 to see who is actually going faster.
Yeah, nobody would look at this as like a reason that you should move to Los Angeles. The traffic is, unless you commute at 2 or 1:30 in the afternoon, don't expect this.
Rush hour starts at I would say about between 3 and 3:30, but between 2:30 and 3:30 is what I call the witching hour, where people start driving crazy because they don't want to be caught in rush hour. And so you'll just have these people that are just, everyone's driving normal except for this one guy who's just I gotta get across town.
Clipper,
before
yes.
it gets crazy.
It's totally the grass is always greener on the road you didn't take.
Well, not here in the 405 canyon. The grass here, not that green.
Grass not so green, turns out.
So we're passing Bel Air Crest Road. I don't think we go through Bel Air, but I think we'll go kind of past, next to it. Is that apparently leading into Bel Air that way, I would imagine?
Yes.
Yes. Gate to get into Bel Air.
This explains why there's more space between cars than you remember when you drove through Cali from AZ to Oregon. Yep. So this is a story all about how my balloon stream went on the road right now. So I take a moment, just sit right there. I'll tell you how I fill a balloon with some air. Do 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 do. I use a pump. Thank you. Yes, amazing. You will notice there are more cars coming the other direction. Those are cars leaving Los Angeles. Most people work in the city.
Get me out of here!
They work in the city, and then they leave. I see RC joined us. Hey, RC. And I also, hang on, I'm scrolling back.
We're starting to come
We
up
got
to...
Kate did. Doing our best, friends. How we doing?
We're starting to come out of the little canyon area, so it may improve here.
Maybe. We'll find out. We're
crossing
back
Moraga Street.
All right. Just a section of...
Well, that section by the Getty is deep in a little valley. Between two, tall hills on either side. So it makes sense to me that
lots of concrete.
It'll be a little tricky to get a signal through there. But we're back through a little bit more of an open area here. Hopefully.
Hi, Axelrod. Oh, there you are, Kate. No, it wasn't you. It wasn't you at all. It was the valley of concrete wherein we find ourselves. We're just cruising. Now we're in what I would call, we're back to traffic. This is officially Los Angeles.
Yeah, what is this? So we're past the Getty now, so that would be Sunset Boulevard West, going this way. Mm-hmm. So what would that be?
There are so many various local neighborhood areas in Los Angeles. I have lived here for over 10 years. I do not know what they all are or what they're all called.
Well, and especially where they all start and where they all stop. And some are actually cities. So they're more official. And then some are more areas.
Neighborhoods,
so less
I
official.
call them, yeah. So it's tricky to try and name it, but basically we're right by the 405. Kind of paralleling it. It's on this side of this big stone wall is the 405.
The important thing to remember about any geographical distinction is that it's all just words, none of it exists. We're all just objects moving through space. And this is the space and how we refer to it.
Happy birthday to your mom, Ryoki. Aww.
Or latitude and longitude, that would be the other. 'Cause that's objective.
Ryoki, mum. You were in LA a few years ago and it made you appreciate the traffic in Utah. There's traffic in Utah? I'm sure there's traffic everywhere.
I bet you get some traffic in Salt Lake.
Probably because, you know, I mean, if there's one city or one major city, that's going to be where everyone needs to drive.
Bet you it's pretty tricky around the basketball arena.
See, so this thing says Brentwood and Westwood is what we're cutting between right now.
That makes sense. Yes.
Brentwood to the right, which we're not seeing, but this also is the
Westwood is
this
like
is
Getty,
the
right?
Veterans Cemetery. There's a large VA here in Los Angeles. It's been kind of disappointing. From what I understand, there was like a measure passed to erect immediate temporary housing for all veterans in Los Angeles to access, and then locally they voted it down or prohibited it, which is just sad. We're so much happier to house our veterans when they're underground, and that's a very, very tragic state of affairs. Hello, Cubit. How are you? I'm doing okay. I have a little bit of a cold right now. But aside from that, just cruising. Los Angeles has a lot of these, like, overpass.
Here's Wilshire Boulevard.
Yeah.
Here's one of your more well-known streets. Which means that we might be heading closer to the Wilshire district at this point. Although that would probably be a little further, what would that be, west?
Getting your phone's passcode is not mine.
No, we have not reached that level of Dave Franco, Allison Brie togetherness.
Gross. Thank you, Cubit. Thank you. Yeah, we're going to be crossing over or under. I don't know exactly how it goes. But Santa Monica Freeway, which is the 2. And that'll put us into the West Los Angeles / Sawtell area of Los Angeles.
Which is to say we've probably crested the peak of the wealth in our journey.
Yeah, there was not, you know, you might have blinked and missed it. We didn't really cruise into too much of the very, very fancy areas.
Over there is more wealth. This way, perhaps less. But it's interesting that geographically the chart of this trip geographically matches the chart of this trip economically.
Indeed.
Is that a Boeing movie? So why do you think it's a boring movie? It's about nobody.
Sounds pretty boring to me.
Well, it's good enough they made a second one.
West Los Angeles Little League.
Ohio Street. This is the furthest consecutively I've ever driven on Sepulveda. I did a long trip with my cousin when she was in town a few months ago, but we did not end up going this far. Which I suppose means that this is probably the furthest I've driven on any single Los Angeles street. Highways, of course, notwithstanding.
Highways don't count.
source to refill it from.
Yeah, it's all ice.
Here's Santa Monica Boulevard.
Will the sun come up over it? Who knows?
When is that song going to stop being relevant?
I mean, some would argue it has already.
I would think so, and yet it still plays in my brain almost every time I see Santa Monica Boulevard, and I live here.
Yeah, but
Not
it's
that
that
close to
Santa Monica Boulevard. It's just too perfect.
Now there's a pretty Los Angeles chains corner where you got Fat Burger, you got Zanku Chicken. Is that what's the name of the Buffalo Wings place?
Wild Wings, Buffalo Wild Wings. Oh, it's just Buffalo's.
I think it's just Buffalo's. I don't know that place, but you got Fat Burger and Zanku. Those are very LA.
I would say what's LA about it is the billboard above it that has a for-your consideration.
For your consideration. Which is such a funny thing to say on a billboard. It's like,
yeah.
Hey, think about this.
Yeah.
You ever thought this movie might be pretty good?
In the Valley, we get a lot of injury attorney billboards. Here in Los Angeles, you get a lot of, hey, remember that this thing that's out was nominated for several awards.
This show is coming out.
Because the people
This show would like awards.
Because the people who vote on those awards live here. And so it is a good idea if you're trying...
Food robots.
Oh, yeah? If you're trying to get folks in your various academies and...
Sweet James.
Sweet James is everywhere. To vote for you, you want to remind them how better.
Posters for Juliet at the Amundsen Theater, which is, I think, it's like if Juliet didn't kill herself, what happens after that?
I think it's called And Juliet.
And Juliet, right.
Wow,
People seem to
spoiler
think
alert.
it's cool.
Jeez.
Did Romeo and Juliet? Yep.
Yikes, babe.
Not a lot of people know how that one ends.
Yikes.
I heard it turned out pretty good for those two crazy kids. Daddy, I have to be with him. We kissed one time. Maybe 2 times, I don't know.
Look, it's a play, you know? You gotta move the action forward.
We got 2 hours here, people. Or like 4, probably.
You can't, cut to Odyssey Theater Ensemble. I've never seen that place. It's cool. That looks cool.
The children's zone looks cool.
Yeah. The Samuel Goldwyn Foundation of the Motion Picture and Television Fund.
Yes, let's just give the people one nice thing. I'm very rich. I've reached the point in my life where I should give the people one nice thing.
Yes, we do need lawyer billboards. We have a watch billboard, a beer billboard.
It's very funny to me.
Yeah.
I don't know how visible that is to people, but she is very surprised to be doing this ad, and whatever that lady is saying to her is quite shocking.
Many 7-Elevens, almost as many as Japan.
I guess that's one thing I'm curious about. Since we can't really see it with fresh eyes, what are the weird differences or idiosyncrasies that people see that we might be missing?
I mean, that's what chat's telling us. What do we think she's whispering to her?
I mean, they're looking right at us, which is pretty disconcerting.
Yeah, it is. It's like they're talking about us. It's like,
secrets don't make friends. Come on.
See that couple down there in the car? In the Subaru Forester? They're balloon artists. What? That's what I imagine is happening there.
I think they're saying, none of those people can afford our watch.
Yeah, pretty much.
What?
My little secret. Oh yeah, there are a lot of potholes. Los Angeles is kind of famous for having terribly upkept roads. For all of the money that is generated in Los Angeles, The amount that is funneled back into infrastructure is just pathetic.
The best little door house in town.
Hey, if you need a door house, there you go.
Door houses are legal within city limits.
It's true. In Canada, you have 2 seasons, winter and construction.
Do you want to go to the Donut Star? Sorry, did you say the Donut Store? No, the Donut Star.
Let's eat at the D-Nut Star. Or not.
I buy all my donuts from the Donut Star.
I mean, I'm really surprised someone hasn't put like a Z after the D at this point.
Fresno grown citrus bioflavonoids. Yes.
I mean, the reason that, like, yes, Canada is like winter and construction, and I'm sure that's very annoying. But like in California, we're like, what weather? We don't get like freezing water splitting apart our roads, so we're fine. But then we just let it go and go and go, and then little problems turn into big problems, turn into too many problems to really ever fix at once.
What we really get here is just insane amounts of use. Millions and millions of people traverse like the 5 every single day, and so there are these chunks that are just kind of coming out, and it's a little scary driving down it sometimes, because you always have to wonder, like, is this the time where like the chunk is falling off and it will actually rip up my tires? Is this the time where I'm going to be the guy that drives over a piece and it flies off? And it hasn't happened yet. We're all doing fine.
But look, there's Metro.
Oh, yeah, Metro.
Actual Los Angeles mass transit, my friends.
Contrary to popular belief, it does exist.
Yeah, it used to be the best in the country. Los Angeles is very spread out in part because it was originally designed with a very successful mass transit system, which was eventually bought out by the automotive industry, tires specifically, I believe. But it really doesn't matter. It was all a massive scandal.
Right around the time they bulldozed Toontown.
Yeah. Please watch that documentary, Who Framed Roger Rabbit, for more information.
Or Chinatown. Or, to a lesser extent, The Two Jakes. Or, to a lesser extent, La La Land.
We've not gotten a flat from a pothole yet.
There have been some times where I've like hit one, I'm like, this is the one! I'm like Fred Sanford. This is the big one! There's a cute little apartment building.
Cars! Hey, Jen. Sounds like they need a billboard lawyer. That's probably what all those billboards are for.
Wouldn't it be great if there was a billboard lawyer?
Sweet Jane.
In LA, where he's like his whole
rolling
his whole
robots.
practice is just billboards.
What do they sell at rolling robots?
The banter bar. Let's have a little banter.
I would love a
Chit-chat.
banter bar. We don't sell alcohol, just conversation. Hey, milkshake, how you doing?
Oh, I'm sorry. This is abuse. Sorry.
Twitch said no. Did you take photos of Draco? You fell asleep early. Twitch said no, huh? I'll take a look on my, I'm using my phone right now, but I will take a look later. No worries.
Well, we've gone too far. We've reached Queensland. We've
Hi,
come around on
I
the other
still
side of
see.
the earth. Not that long ago, we were passing Ohio, and now we're passing Queensland.
Georgopoulos. That's a great name. You need to share your name if your name is Georgopoulos. Don't you keep that to yourself. Rude.
I've never driven through this area. Where are we here, love? I don't know where we are.
It's not a good sign when your driver doesn't know where you are.
I mean, the nice thing about this, she was like, do you need to get directions? I'm like, I don't think so.
Yeah, I mean, you're just cruising down
think I got
Sepulveda. It's...
So we're definitely like a more suburban kind of place. We got like a coffee bean and tea leaf. And
yes, we are entering into what is known as, on our left, Culver City, and
Culver City.
Mar Vista on our right. We're going to be continuing here a little further until we get to Manhattan Beach, which is just south of LAX. At that point, in 2018, they changed the name of Sepulveda Boulevard to Pacific Coast Highway. Yes, that is an existing street, but they decided to make that section their continuation of that, which I'm kind of surprised that you can just do that, but whatever. And yeah, that's what we're doing. Cruising Sepulveda.
I mean, that is kind of the whole history of Los Angeles.
You were right, Jen. Well done.
Native tongue for people, I claim this in the name of Spain. Spain, this is now Mexico. Mexico, this is now the United States.
Bimbo. Your old office ain't too far from Sepulveda. Yeah, neither was Clipper Furies. We've got a few folks with local roots.
I can't explain why, but it is starting to feel beachier. It's one of those like things where it's a blink thing. You know, like my brain is processing. I think like you can see the beach cruisers, like the foliage is starting to change. But it's also like I think like an air quality thing. Like it feels beachier as we approach. I don't know how far.
It's the one palm tree, says.
Is that one palm tree?
The history of palm trees in Los Angeles is fascinating.
It's a very Los Angeles story.
They were basically imported in the 20s and 30s as part of a real like Arabia vibe. Like remember Lawrence of Arabia was the big one, but there was a lot.
Valentino one,
yeah,
like
there
the
were
Chic or something.
There were a lot of like, this is the height of exotic appeal, and you know, palms are native to those desert areas, and they're like, well, I mean, Southern California is pretty dry, so I bet we could plant these over here. So they planted them, and now they're synonymous with like California beach culture, but they're absolutely not native plants.
Which is, again, so Los Angeles.
Very Los Angeles.
We found something that was beautiful in a place far, far away. And we imported it and just claimed it as our own.
And like it became, like it was a trend, but to the point now where it's like, it's just a part of Los Angeles. Like palm trees is as part of the, as part
if
of
you buy
the
a t-shirt
silhouettes.
that's like, a silhouette of the sunset, it's going to have palm trees in it.
There's, hey, Yasarian.
Maybe. I don't know what that is, but
I don't know where most of this is. There's so many human beings in Los Angeles and just like businesses and places to live and go. And
we're not wandering across Los Angeles. We're sauntering across Los Angeles. These are all the lives that are like being lived front to back without our awareness or input or crossing at any point. Also, Johnny's French dip and pastrami. That looks all right.
Yeah, I like the sign.
Also, I tend to follow the rule in Los Angeles. Like, if you have a sign that's 40, 50, 60 years old, you've got to be pretty good. You're still in business.
You think so? Or someone bought it.
You've survived this whole time.
Vienna beef products.
Yeah, I came from Vienna for the sophistication and some beef.
Road trip. Hogarth, it looks so America. It's very America.
And yet, also, not that America.
Sure. Like, but like, yes, and what is America? But
right.
like also wide open spaces.
It's very America, but also our own esoteric corner of America.
It's very California, which is to say, you know, 2-story buildings max out here, where you're like, you're in a major city and everything's so short. And it's like, well, yeah, because we just decided we'd spread out rather than build up. Why be efficient and keep everything within walking distance?
Because the people that settled this from the east are like, I traveled the entire country. I think I can spread out a little bit.
I get it, but then and now what we have is just like crazy traffic, no kind of central hub to like keep your mass transit to make sure everyone is serviced.
Absolutely absurd urban sprawl.
Yeah, it's
hour and a half long commutes.
This is California.
But also, I think
that's true. Earthquakes, you don't want to build too high. Fair. There are other concerns. It's not just purely to be jerks.
And the density of Los Angeles, I think, throws people's perception of it, because you're like, well, why? You work an hour and a half away. That's so crazy. It's like, but it's also so many people away. And you don't have to do that necessarily. There are tons of things closer to you because there are so many people and there's so much stuff within your radius usually, but it's also stacked and hard to like Shana was saying, there's not like centrality to it. And so things can be happening, 2-3 miles away from you, and you may have no idea because you're not part of that one little central
thank you, Hogarth. Subscribe for 39 months. Woo! And let's see here. Viking Kate, you're so used to living in New York City. When you go to LA, it stuns you how spread out it is. It really, truly is. New York City is bonkers to me because, like, everything, people walk in New York City. People freaking walk. Y'all get your steps in, no problem, because it's like, oh, look, I could hop on a train or I could just, like, walk 5 blocks. And so you do. But, like, here, it's like I could call an Uber or what? You can't even do the walk, especially when it's like 100+ degrees out. So it's just like,
and if you call
just
an
have
Uber,
to have a car.
It's crazy expensive.
Yeah, you just have to have a car. And then every place needs to have parking enough for each one of its folks. But also, we don't build up, so we don't have to do stairs like New Yorkers got to do stairs. Oh my gosh, the worst thing to see in New York is a elevator out of service sign. And you're like, well, yeah, RC, is someone in an NYC building right now. Gaps in between the buildings, but that's so much usable space. Hogarth, what are they thinking? Inefficiency is the name of the game.
This is Culver City. The K Motel.
Now, the K Motel has seen better days.
You'll be excited to know they have color TV at the
Color TV?
Yeah.
Well, pack up the kids.
And you know it's color TV because we put each letter in its own color, just like the TV.
That's right.
When you're watching Car 54, where are you? You'll know where they are.
I was at the zoo, but unfortunately the reception was not good enough. The idea was to pass off that Mr. Sharp would do some stream and then pass it off to me and I would, but it's just not enough reception to handle. They couldn't handle what we were bringing.
Boulevard, which means that we might be coming
antique guns and swords.
Ooh.
Anybody needs some antique weaponry for sale?
It's my favorite kind of weaponry.
I mean, yes.
Beats the heck out of the modern stuff.
Yeah.
Too efficient, no aura.
No soul. And not enough ghosts.
Just ask
La
Susan
Fiesta
Winchester.
Balluna?
Wait, what is happening?
La Fiesta Ballona?
How do we not know about La Fiesta Balluna?
Well, I don't know what it was. What is Ballona?
Yeah, that's right, because Globo is Spanish, although there is Party Unlimited.
Party Unlimited, rental surprise, Charga House.
Somebody look up, what is it, Fiesta Ballonas? Ballonas?
Can't imagine seeing a sign for buying one. That was like the most tame one because it was an antique store, Hogarth. I don't really know where I would take you to show you worse things. I probably won't, but yeah, it's available out there. I'm so unfamiliar with how you organize things on your phone, mister.
Well, yeah. I'm sorry.
It's not a blaming you. It's more of like a complaining.
Let me take you through this. Screen one.
No. People are sus. If you buy a spatula there, for sure. They'll be like, now what do you want that for? You got a license for that spatula?
What you gonna spatch?
Fiesta La Ballona is a festival celebrating Culver City. Blah, blah, blah. Fiesta history. There we go. That's what I want to see. In 1951, Fiesta La Ballona was born of a partnership between the city of Culver City and the Culver City Chamber of Commerce. It was designed as a week-long celebration of Culver City's early heritage.
Crossing Slauson.
But why... And I guess it's Bayona, because it's a double L.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But why Bayona? What does that
What does that
mean?
mean?
Festiva
Que
La...
significa Bayona?
Oh, because it used to be Rancho La Bayona in 1819.
Oh, okay.
Augustin Machado was the founder of Rancho La Bayona.
I did see Machado Street.
La Bayona Adobe House. Okay, we're learning.
We are learning. This is, I mean, as a resident of this area, like, I always feel bad when I haven't been to part of the place I live, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like someone's like, oh, have you ever been to this thing? I'm like, oh, no, I've never.
Oh, heavens! Dr. Hogarth regrets to inform us, but we're driving on the wrong side of the road, and our car is the wrong way around.
This whole time? Wait, all these other guys are too. Somebody tell them. You guys.
Yikes.
Stop it.
Heavens.
I would call the police, except for some reason the police are doing it too.
Oh, boy. Don't I feel a numpty? A bit numptious of us.
And so it turned out that day the numpty was me.
Yeah. Ah, there we go. Proper numpties. That's us.
Numpties.
Proper numpties.
We are starting to get close to LAX territory,
Yeah.
which means that this is probably going to be like Inglewood. Or it will be
Also,
a
your
little
phone
further
doesn't
up
recognize my face. I don't like that.
Here. What the heck is going on? The next thing you're telling me it doesn't recognize your thumbprints.
It doesn't.
What is going on with this
I don't
thing?
know. I don't even know. You haven't seen a single Starbucks. I mean, look, we've passed many a Starbucks, but I agree they're not maybe
LA Starbucks don't tend to be super ostentatious. They have this style where it's those kind of interlocking tile facades, usually like a light gray on a slightly darker gray, and or like wood panels, and so they're pretty innocuous looking.
A Target from Kid Boga. Don't buy gift cards. Do not redeem.
Do not buy gift cards, because that doesn't show that you know the person, you know?
Yeah. Okay, so we're heading into apparently the Ladera Heights area, which I do not even know what Ladera Heights is. But it's that area over there.
Yeah, what is...
To the right would be Westchester, is where we're entering. Not the Dr. Hogarth area. And Westchester.
And here the Green Valley.
Yeah.
Grown in this Green Valley is money. It's mostly just raw capitalism.
Yeah.
Happening on top of people.
A Randy's Donuts, not too far. Yeah, I mean the LAX Randy's Donuts, right? Or is there another one that's closer here? We are nearing that general area.
Also, for all those people who were impressed by the traffic situation before, this is a green light.
Yeah, we are at a green
currently
light.
here.
So, in case you're wondering,
It is a little after 2:30, which means that we are starting to awaken. The need for people to escape is growing.
we could go to the Inglewood Randy's.
Are you picking a
spot to turn around. So
point for?
we were thinking about taking it to Manhattan Beach, right around Rosecrans, which is where the which is where the Sepulveda stops being Sepulveda. We don't really have too many Dunkin' Donuts, Kimmo. We have some.
There are some Dunkins.
But not as many as I would say Starbucks for sure.
Yeah. Dunkin's more of an East Coast thing in general, but they're all over.
But yeah, the Inglewood Randy's is the one with the big donut.
Have we crossed an In-N-Out? I don't recall seeing one.
I don't think.
I'm trying to think of our more regional faves.
Is Starbucks the coffee place of choice? I mean, it is when I'm on the road. Usually if I'm on the road and I don't have to hustle back, I will look for a coffee place and try and pick like a local coffee place. Because if I'm going to pay an extravagant amount of money for a coffee, I'd rather it go to...
human beings.
To human beings, exactly. Will I also be stopping at Guildenstern? Rosecrans and Guildenstern. I see what you're doing there.
Did they do Guildenstern or Guildstern? Because if it's Guildstern, that's very good.
He did Guildstern.
Nice.
Yes.
Well
Yes,
done.
because
Well done.
Mr. Sharp approves. Saffron, well done. Hello, VGDP. So... Yeah, I do mostly Starbucks when I'm in a hurry, because it's like I know exactly what they have and I know that they're pretty fast. Also, they tend to have like okay-ish restrooms, which is another thing I tend to be on the lookout for when I'm on the road, and I'll be like, okay, well, I'll give myself a coffee.
Also, when people are talking about weird quirks of their city, LA is particularly hostile toward letting people use restrooms. And there are a number of businesses that just do not offer public restrooms at all. Some have used to and just don't anymore, and others just now build their stores in such a way that there's not really an option to let the public into the bathroom. And that's, hostile toward humanity, but also the product of many years of humanity being humanity.
If everyone's needs are met, it's not a problem.
Yes. And also, I've always wondered, what do people get from living in a place where it's hard for others to go to the bathroom?
Right?
I think people being able to go to the bathroom benefits all of us.
That way you don't get,
Yeah, but maybe I'm just one of those people
alleys
that doesn't
smell like waste and parking garages, Could be cool. But what do I know?
Random memory that I have in this place that I haven't thought about in a long time. When I first moved out here and started doing dinner detective, murder mystery dinner theater, which I have been doing for too long, the first thing you have to do once you pass the auditions, you have to come watch somebody else do the show. And I came to watch the show at this hotel right over here.
Ah.
So this is... it's not like an actual landmark. It's just yet another crappy hotel. But it's one where I saw a show one time, so that's not a good story. All right.
Look, we're not gonna have a ton of good stories just driving down Sepulveda.
I remember because Dinah's family restaurant.
Sure.
And the Dinah's has that font.
Yeah.
That's like the what's that chicken place?
Dinah's?
Wait. Is the chicken place by La Balloons?
Yeah.
That's also a Dinah's?
Yeah.
Oh. Really?
Yeah, I think they have some multiple locations.
I did not realize that.
Yeah.
I just thought they were
someone's in the kitchen with Dinah.
Doing that one font,
And all with the same name.
Well, I didn't remember that.
It's very mid-century for sure.
Yeah.
And using the dotting the I with the skillet.
Yeah.
Very cute. Everybody love it. But that said, I do think there are a lot of places around that use that mid-century kind of vibe on there.
I sure hope that building doesn't fall right on top.
Yeah, it would be a real bummer if this engineer phoned it in. You know what I mean? Because that would really put a damper on this stream. I gotta say.
I mean, it would be.
Or make it far more entertaining.
Look, it would probably get more views.
Oh, gross.
I mean, exactly. I agree.
Look, now the 405 is to the left of us.
What?
What is
That's
even
crazy.
happening here?
405's to the left of me, 405's to the right.
Here I am, stuck in the middle with
Howard Hughes
Subaru.
Parkway.
This is often how I'll get off the 405 to go to the LAX. I take Sepulveda.
If you want to drive on Howard Hughes Parkway, first thing you really have to wash your hands, sanitize.
Yep. Oh, thank you, Sephrin. Thank you. I really appreciate it. If a building falls on us and crushes us, he'll post a clip to live stream fail.
Yeah, thank you.
I appreciate that.
Look,
That is...
if we are going to end our lives here, we should carry with us some degree of immortality. Be that 53 upvotes.
Yeah, exactly. That's...
on one of the top 10 subreddits regarding live streaming.
Yes, that's what I would like. Let it say on my tombstone.
Oh, there's a Waymo.
Waymo. I think we're going to be seeing way mo of them.
Freed. So.
LAX that way. Thank you.
It's that way, and it's getting fairly close to beach, right?
I mean,
Isn't it kind of like
it's
down,
close
down
to
that
shore.
crest?
The
shore.
shoreline around here is mostly industrial stuff.
That is more what I mean.
Yeah,
close
we are close to ocean. That does not mean we are close to beach.
Close to world's edge.
Yeah. They found something sharper than a balloon. Wow, wow. They finally popped.
Game on. Science, sport, and play. What is that?
It is free admission to something in California Science Center.
Well, that sounds fun.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, there is an airplane.
Yeah, we get those.
Big this time of year. Is that a Boeing movie?
They should really focus on making better airplanes rather than movies.
Whoa. I love the Abdi Loyal.
Yeah, this used to be a movie theater, but they've definitely just kept the facade and turned it into a medical building, which, all right, let's go. Ah! We are here cruising down DeMonkey. We're cruising down Sepulveda Boulevard.
This is La Tijera Boulevard.
We're just north of LAX right now. We're not going to cruise too much further. We're going to head into Manhattan Beach, basically where we meet, where Sepulveda turns into not Sepulveda, where Sepulveda turns into Pacific Coast Highway, which is a change that became official in 2018, which seems like recent, and also like that's almost 7 years ago now.
Right.
Yikes. Sepulveda is the longest and oldest street in Los Angeles. Although I believe that longest designation came before it was renamed at this one midsection that we're turning around at.
How much did it lose?
It lost from Manhattan Beach to Long Beach, which is pretty far. So I don't know. I haven't actually done the.
I should have checked the odometer before we left, and I did not. So I don't know exactly how far we've gone. We're currently at Westchester Parkway, which I suppose means we are in Westchester, would be a good guess.
Good guess.
And then coming up to Inglewood after that. Whoa, there's an airplane very close.
We're actually parallel to Inglewood, but Inglewood is
gotcha.
further in now.
Gotcha. There's an in and out.
Yep. In and out.
Which is ironic given how long their lines are. Although they do keep them moving pretty quick, so yes, they do go in and out. Here's LAX. All terminals.
If anybody ever picks you up at LAX, they have done you a massive favor. You owe them forever.
You know, the least you can do, I think, is offer to like buy them a coffee on the way back.
That's the least.
The least.
The most you can do is like raise them from infancy to young adulthood,
Yeah.
which is how my parents paid for me to pick them up from LAX.
Meeting all of their needs.
Yeah. That would be the most you could do, and then there's a lot in between.
A lot
there's
in between.
a lot of wiggle room
Gray
in the
space,
middle.
yeah.
Also, I'll say, swapping rides. That's always a great one.
Also, cross street here seems to be.
that is a gigantic airplane. Okay.
So I think yield to the airplanes is the rule of the road here. Oh, we go under it. Okay.
Yeah. But it does look cool.
Yeah, I've never done this stretch before because if I'm down here, I'm more or less always going to LAX.
1 South Sepulveda Boulevard. So the 1 is the designation. State Route 1 is PCH, Pacific Coast Highway, which
that travels, I think, all the way up the.
It does the whole coastline. It is not solid, and it oftentimes is like, again, it's a designation you can give to a road that doesn't necessarily.
We're still holding. This is a big tunnel.
We're still holding. Let's see. Maybe we'll drop our signal.
You can do it. We're almost through. The tunnel is always darkest before the middle, really.
Bye, Jen. If you can still hear me.
Also, it's always darkest before the dawn is one of the things like both technically correct and not correct at the same time. It's actually darkest in the middle of the night. Right before the dawn, it's somewhat lighter. But also the middle of the night is before the dawn, so. I think we got that.
I think it's Hogarth saying that if traffic lights seem structurally unsound, how far across the intersection they stretch. Agreed. Any kind of wind always freaks me out. I'm like,
they just swing.
It's like a racetrack in Mario Kart. Exactly.
Oh, there's the Square Enix building.
You gotta be, Square Enix. There you go. You gotta always be careful of those drivers with shells.
This is the Imperial Highway, which if you were to go to the Inland Empire, that would be one of the ways one could be taken in.
Hey, Ryoki, yes, still road tripping.
We are officially in El Segundo.
Yeah, rush hour, people break out their turtle shells.
Cloud break. I don't know what they do, but I mean, it's very technological.
We just passed the LAX general area, which is very busy. Everybody loves to LAX.
Seychelles footwear. This looks terrible in a way that lets you know it's for people fancier than you. Seychelles.
So, Mr., should we, what's our plan here? Should we head to Rosecrans and then pull off and sign off and raid out?
That's fine with me, or I can keep going as long as you like here. So, coming up on 3 o'clock.
Yeah. We've been going for, well, this thing says 46 minutes, but I think we at least had 15 minutes on the end, so we've had at least an hour. This is like a cool little old restaurant, totally boarded up. I want to open it.
Another 7-Eleven. It's one of those, another In and Out.
Yeah.
Another El Pollo Loco. Subways. We've seen quite a few Subways. I don't know.
We do.
I guess
Subways
for
are
a while
quite
there,
popular.
Subway was, I think, bigger than McDonald's in terms of total global locations. I don't know if that's still true or who the big dog is in the fast food game.
You saw Carl's Jr.? Yeah, we do have Carl's Jr. We don't have Hardee's.
No Hardee's.
I'm still recovering from my cold, friends. Sorry if my voice sounds a little strange. Alright. Mariposa.
Butterfly. So, how far is Rosecrans here?
Pretty close, actually. We're near it.
Do you want me to turn on it?
I guess we can go a little further to see what it's like after that, but there's a lot of little streets that turn off after Rosecrans.
Gotcha.
Manhattan Village. I don't know what that is. Looks like a little mall or something. So, yeah, just cruise until Rosecrans and then can either turn right on Rosecrans or afterwards a little bit.
There's Grand Avenue.
What a grand avenue. It would simply be grand for you to come.
Probably take that all the way to DTLA, I would think.
And a garden center.
Some very large buildings. What's in them? I don't know. Money.
Hi, Kiri. We will take care of ourselves. I'm drinking a lot of water. A lot of water.
El Segundo Boulevard. Refill that guy.
I will, but it's difficult to do that when I'm holding a couple things.
Saying, good job.
Hi, Tertania. This is a driving range. What a waste.
Vampires.
Not a fan of... Look, nothing against the sport of golf or golfers, but geez,
it's a Top Golf.
It's the worst waste of space, land, water, potential municipal income. It's just the pits.
I've never been to a Top Golf. It might be very fun. In my mind, it's just like that's where Republicans go on first dates.
Whoa. I don't know what the street was, but we are now officially on Pacific Coast Highway, it says.
Ah, okay. Well, we did it.
Congratulations!
I can go into like one of these.
Sure, whatever is easy for you to do.
Areas.
The plaza at El Segundo.
The point.
What is the point, though?
It's the point of the plaza.
But what is the point?
Lil Simmies.
Here it is, Rosecrans Avenue.
Simsy.
We have made it to Rosecrans. Huzzah, everybody.
I don't know what that building is, but it's a little sketchy.
I don't think they can see it. It is the Skechers building, friends.
Sketchy.
Ah,
City of El Segundo. What's right past El Segundo? We're not gonna make it, but
I don't know. I don't know what is right past El Segundo.
Okay.
Further south.
okay.
Technically, we are in Manhattan Beach.
That would
As
probably
that
be-
sign says right there, Manhattan Beach.
Yep, I guess that's what it's.
This is the city section that renamed Sepulveda Pacific Coast Highway. Dr. Hogarth, you could be forgiven for thinking that we've just been driving in circles and this is the same stretch of road. There was a stretch earlier on that was very different as we go over the hills from the San Fernando Valley into Los Angeles proper, but it's a short section and not as scenic. I would love to take you up on Mulholland, which is the really scenic one, but that I don't trust my reception that well throughout. But we could try that sometime, because Mulholland is a very famous and beautiful drive.
That'd be a good one. Yeah, Burbank.
That would probably be a Mr. Sharp holds the camera one. Where are we driving to? Tertania, we were driving to here. Ta-da! The whole point of this stream was basically to drive down the length of Sepulveda Boulevard. Sepulveda Boulevard is the longest and oldest road in Los Angeles. So Los Angeles kind of grew up around Sepulveda. And there have been obviously other major thoroughfares, but this is one of the I don't know, the most famous, the oldest. It was the longest. However, it's been a bit truncated, and so we're going to honor the renaming of it by halting here.
That's why we're doing it, out of respect.
Yes, out of respect for the city of Manhattan Beach, if that is a city.
We respect people choosing to change their names, and we choose to call them
There
by
you
the
go.
names they choose.
There you go.
And so, we shall not drive down that part of Sepulveda. Also, it is less time.
Yeah. Look, we'll do that another time, perhaps. This time, we're just trying to look for some things to do in this last week of summer break.
What about this kava place here, love?
Anywhere is fine. We'll just park, my dear.
Go for it.
Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out with us. I'm going to look up and see if I can find a good place to raid. Mr. Sharp's going to park the car. We'll talk for a little bit still, and then we'll raid out. Thank you for hanging out with us, friends. It's always such a nice time to spend time with you.
Dealership or something? Or just like a Rivian sponsored?
I don't know.
There's like a Tesla cafe, but this is all sorts of Rivian branding.
We're not stopping at this place. It's more of a place for us to pull over. I have no idea what Kava
Wait.
even is, RC.
I think it's kind of nut.
You're a kind of nut.
All right.
You saw a cowboy!
We can
You're welcome. Here, you hold on to this while I look up a raid.
Okay.
Let's see, what do we got here?
There's the Skechers building.
There, see? His joke was funny. Oh, Thug Shell's DJ is going.
We can do that?
Let's do that. It's a new account for Thug Shells. She has recently started. Here, let me see here.
I think DJing has a different kind of profit sharing structure, but
Right.
you can also do different kinds of copyrighted material. And so I haven't spoken to her about this, but my hypothesis is that she wants to be able to do some streams where she can spin other people's records while also keeping the empire that she's built on her freestyle rapping skills. But that is pure conjecture.
You can go ask her yourself as you're in there. Bye, Sharps. Bye, Hogarth. Good to see you. Let me see if this works. I'm putting it in by you. Did that work? Now go and track down that cowboy. Is it just a cowboy walking in the parking lot? Lasso him? You know, that's how we do. I don't see the raid. Do y'all see that the raid is functional? Oh, yeah, okay, 39 viewers ready to raid. Okay, fantastic. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us. This has been very fun. Clipper, you're welcome for the memories. Clipper, who used to be a SoCal boy. Southern California is still here. We miss you. Thank you, everybody, for riding along with us, and we'll see you on Thursday night for sure. We're going to do another subscriber gratitude stream. Enjoy the rest of your time zone, my friends. I'm going to raid you out right now. Bye-bye!
Peace. So you can double check if Kava's a coffee shop or whatnot.